230 YouTube Live Yoga routines. So this is number 230. And today, before we begin, I want to continue to talk about focus in regards to yoga. Now, I've been talking about it for 7 days or so, and it's slowly building to become focus, as in capital F focus, but we're not there yet. It's going to take some time, and I'm just giving you bite-sized information, bite-sized notions, concepts, ideas in regards to how to understand focus. So today, I wrote the title on my phone, if it'll work, How You Are the Object You Focus On. So in yoga, how are you the object you focus on? So you might hear people not say this directly, but imply that they are the object that they focus on. Now, this is a concept that can go deep and deep and deep, where you just go down and doesn't make sense. So in a roundabout way, this is the sixth limb of yoga. There's 8 limbs of yoga. I don't want to talk about limbs, but I just want to give a base in regards to how this is part of the 6th limb of yoga, which is about one-pointed concentration. Roundabout way, it's about focusing and having this ability to focus and focus on one thing. And in yoga, this is not as simple as focusing on one thing and that's it. It's the collection of the mind. That's what the limb is basically about, the collection of the mind. So the mind becomes like, and you can focus. And each limb is extremely important, and it has this linear progression that goes to the last limb, which is the union of all existence, aka capital Y yoga. It is yoga. So they all work together, and it all taps you into this space called yoga. Boom. But that's really not what I want to talk about. I do want to explain that just to give a base of how you become the object that you're focusing on. So in an elementary way, to explain this is to understand, I guess, how hot is hot because you know it's not cold. In other words, hot needs cold. Without cold, you wouldn't know it was hot. Hot defines itself against cold, and cold defines itself against hot. They coexist. They are one. So you are one with the object you are focusing on in yoga. And just say, for example, you're meditating, and you're meditating on a rock, a simple rock. You're in the woods or next to a stream, and you see a rock, and you say, I'm meditating. You focus on that rock. Well, you become that rock because in a roundabout way, you need that rock in order to define yourself. Define yourself against what you are not. So you are not that rock, but you need that rock in order to say, hey, I'm not that rock. So it goes to that you are that rock, because without that rock and everything else that you are not, you wouldn't know that you are anything. I know it's a lot to it because this language is messing it up, but you define yourself against what you're not. We do that all the time. I mean, in religion, just for example, I just thought about this. In religion, you are a Muslim because you're not a Christian. And you're a Christian because you're not a Muslim. You're not this because you're not that. Blah, blah, blah. But you are all those because you need those to define who you are not. tricky, right? So this is just a simple way to explain it, to explain something so deep in the sense that you need to experience to understand it. You need a capital E experience to understand it. Explaining it is not going to allow you to experience it. It's not in the explanation. It's not in the words. Those are barriers. Those are veils that will prevent you from realizing you are the rock. You have to experience it. Now in yoga, we don't focus on the rock. You can, but that's not what we're doing. A sitting meditation, for example, technically is yoga. A walking meditation is yoga. Washing the dishes, if your mind and body are connecting as one, then you're doing yoga. That is yoga. That's the depth. But in a yoga routine, if you're focusing on your breathing, and that's what we do, we focus 100% focus on the breathing. That's the object we focus on. And it's very important to focus on the breathing because you're already breathing automatically. So it's a good focus point because you're already breathing automatically, and it's allowing you to watch yourself breathe, not control it because you're already doing it. There's a lot of benefits to it. It even goes to how the life force breath, which is called prana in yoga, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk about that, but today what we're going to do is realize you are the focus point. You are the breathing. It's not you and your breathing. You are your breathing. And in yoga, it goes even deeper because the breathing is where the life force rides in on. Life. Without that life force, you can have the oxygen and all that stuff go in and out of your body, giving you the appearance that you're alive. But if you don't have that life coming in and out, then you're not alive. And I have a video about that actually, but that's all I want to mention today. Give you that bite-sized to allow you to tap in to yoga. So I'm gonna put up my phone. So this is a concept, a notion, just a simple idea that you have while you're doing yoga. Not something that you really focus on. You're like, hey, I'm my breath, and you keep on thinking. No, it's just a back in the head, back in the mind, just this awareness, you know. And during the yoga routine, if you start to think about other things like what you got to do at work and all that stuff, that's fine too. I mean, when you realize you're doing that, you bring your focus back to the breathing, but don't make it too much. Okay, it's glimpses of this stuff. This is what happens. This is how it works. So I know my knuckles are all messed up because it's cold and then they get all dry. And I don't use lotion. I should start using lotion. But one time, it's nothing to do with yoga, but one time I put lotion on it. And man, my hands start burning. I'm like, damn, what kind of lotion is that? No, but it's because the weather cracks my knuckles. So today has nothing to do with yoga. I don't even know why I mentioned it, nor do I care that I mentioned it. We're going to do the mountain pose, 2 slow sun salutations, and I'll add some variations in the sun salutations to mix it up a little bit, and then we'll end in the mountain pose. So my clock is here. I can't see because I don't have the context. Move my clock up. So I have a clock here, camera here, my computer here, calendar there, lights here, water heater here. This is part of my garage, right? Half of it. Picture here, paint there, floor. Okay, so I'm going to go to mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches one at a time. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. Arms are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. And you're going to lengthen up. So you lengthen the skeleton by pulling yourself up. So you lengthen up. So this is your head, right? You pull yourself up and then let the bones sit on top of each other. And just focus on the breathing. You're not controlling it. So remember, you're already breathing automatically. You're just going to focus on it. You're going to watch yourself breathe. And you do that by letting go and not controlling the breathing. So when your mind wanders and you start to think about other things and you realize, hey, I'm thinking about other things and not focusing on my breathing. Don't judge it. It's all right. Doesn't matter. Just bring your focus back to your breathing. And then when you realize, hey, I'm controlling my breathing. Because it's sometimes difficult to let go, but go ahead and let go and just watch yourself breathe. You're letting go. And in the mountain pose, you're gaining the mindset of oneness, just like a mountain is firm, is one with the earth. You are also one with the earth. You're tapping into oneness, capital O oneness, which is yoga. Now bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly. You go nice and stretched, and then you exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. We're going to fall into ragdoll. The ragdoll, the arms are dangling. The head is dangling. No tension anywhere. You're just letting the body go where the body goes. You're not pulling yourself down or pushing yourself down. Just accept. Capital A, accept. Very important. You're accepting where you are. Once you accept, boom, you allow yourself to tap into yoga. So don't judge it. So if you're up higher, and you're thinking, man, I'm not going down far enough. Nope, that's not what we're doing. You're accepting where you are. And even if you're going all the way down, you're like, man, this is awesome. I'm doing this perfectly. Nope. That's judgment too. Let go of it. Now, palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. You're going to arch the back, raise the head. Inhale slowly. And then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in, push all the air out, all the air leaves. Pull yourself in and down, forehead go to the knees. And then arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. And we're going to do two more. So arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. And one more. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. The palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor in the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally, back is arching. Head is up. And you're feeling open. Remember, capital O, openness. So you're accepting where you are. Once you're settled, you accept and you just focus 100% on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. Openness, capital O, is just another word for yoga. It's an experience. Becoming the breath. Remember, you are the object you're focusing on. Now you're going to go to high lunge just for a second or so. So curl the toes under the back, knee goes up, and you're in the high lunge. Now today we're going to stay in the high lunge a little bit longer. We use it as a transition pose usually. So we go in it quickly and then we go into the downward dog or into the next pose. But today we're going to try to settle in it. And just accept where you are. Don't judge it. Do the best you can. Try to get the back as straight as you can. You can have the back arch too. Either way is fine. To me, I'm arching my back, but I know I can see myself right here. I know it looks straight. It actually curls. That's just how my back is. It is what it is, man. You're gonna bring the knee down to the floor. Can't speak. Still can't speak. You know why? Because there's an alarm going off behind this wall. I hear it. It's the microwave. And my wife is probably got her coffee in there, heating it up. And she probably went somewhere. I can't hear it. So we're going to do the monkey. So right side, right foot, right knee, even the right hip lines up with the right shoulder. Same with the other side. So foot, knee, hip lines up with the left shoulder. Square up the shoulders, arms go up, and you're pulling yourself up. So you're reaching up, get the fingers as wide as you can. Arms can go out. You're looking forward or you can look up. Either way, whatever you like to do. And just accept it. Now, in this, if you're wobbling a little bit, you move it back and forth, that's totally fine. Because that's what you're learning. You're learning to go with the wobble, the flow. You're learning to go with the stability. So the stability is not in the pose and you're holding it and you're fighting against that movement. No, that's not what we're doing. You're going with it. So you might want to wobble a little bit just because it hurt. You go with it. You adjust. So this is a mindset that you're learning here. So when you're off the yoga mat, you're going through life, your daily life, so-called daily life. You're going with the flow. That's what you're learning here. You're going with the flow. The stability is in going with the flow. So reach up higher. And now palms to the, I was going to say to the calves, but they go to the front. High lunge, then downward dog. So the alarm is off now on the microwave. So she got her coffee. That's all. That's the only thing I can think that she put in there. So arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor. No tension in the neck. So the head dangles, but you are pushing yourself in the pose. But you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle, accept, and just focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. And wherever you are, push a little bit more. And now you're going to slide into the upper dog. So you drop down to the knees in the chest. You slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor. Palms, of course, are to the floor. So the upward dog. So with the upward dog, technically, your palms are to the floor. Tops of the feet are to the floor. That's the only thing touching the floor. And modify the pose how you have to. So if you need to go to small cobra, you do the small cobra. Small cobra is just down, chest is up. Palms are touching the floor, but you're not using them. You're not pushing. You're using the back muscles, which are pull muscles. So you're pulling yourself up and you're accepting where you are. And then back to downward dog, pushing into it. Really push into it now. And if you feel like, man, I can't push into it, then don't. Listen to yourself. You're your own guru. I'm just a guy doing yoga with you. I'm not your teacher, I'm not your leader, I'm not your guru. We're doing yoga together. You're learning how to be your own guru. Learning how to listen to yourself. Now push a little bit more. And then bring left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor in the back. Knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching. Head is up. and you're feeling open. Remember, open, capital O, is just another word for yoga. And you're accepting where you are. You're not judging it. You're not trying to be somewhere. Once you're settled, you're settled. Then you let go of judgment, let go of trying to be somewhere, let go of control, and just focus on your breathing. So your mind is here, your body's here. You have barriers like judgment and so on and so forth. You get rid of that stuff so the mind and body can become one. That is yoga. Now, with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up. Get the leg as straight as you can. Do the best you can. Back is straight, reaching out or arching. Either way. And you're just accepting where you are. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Now, if you feel any discomfort, adjust to take that discomfort away. And if it doesn't leave, that's fine. You're focusing on the breathing. You're aware of the discomfort, but you are not focusing on it. In other words, you're not becoming the discomfort. That's a mindset that you take off the yoga mat. So when you're in your everyday life, you don't become the negativity. It exists, you take care of it, but it's over there. Same thing you're doing on the yoga mat. That's what you're learning. Now, bring the knee down to the floor. And we're going to go to the monkey. I don't know if I said that before. So, left foot, right knee, hip, all lines up with the left shoulder. Same with the right side. Foot, knee, hip, right shoulder. Squares up, square up the shoulders, reaching up. Arms can go out. You can look ahead. You can look full up. Doesn't matter. Can't get my words straight. Get the fingers as wide as you can get them. Reaching up. Now, technically, the belly button's going in. You're engaging the abs. You're not hollowing them out. You're not sucking them in. You're engaging them. There's a difference there. Anything else but of the breathing. And reach up. Remember, you're becoming the breathing. You're just having that awareness, that understanding that you are the breathing. See, in yoga, you're one with everything. You're not one like there's oneness and there's just a blob of oneness. You are everything because you're part of everything. Everything works together. So palms down, knee goes up, high lunge just for a second or so. Then right leg is up. Standing forward bend. And you're pulling yourself in and down, so palms into the calves. Elbows into the sides of the legs. You're letting yourself breathe. So here, you're pulling yourself in and down, and it restricts the breathing if you don't let yourself breathe. So what you do is inhale, the belly expands with air, it pushes you out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. And when you exhale, the belly goes in, you go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement. And you're focusing on the breathing, aware of that movement. Becoming aware of subtleness. So palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out. Exhale. And then we're going to go to mountain pose. We have one more sun salutation. But for this sun salutation, we're going to follow the breathing. So, this is how the sun salutations are designed. When you're opening up, the body's opening up. You're inhaling slowly. And then when you close up, which will be the next pose, you're exhaling slowly, getting all the air out, going into the pose. And then the next pose will be an open pose. You inhale, then a closed pose. That's how it's designed. Open pose, closed pose, open pose, closed pose. And I'll lead you through this. But when you're opening up, you're inhaling as much as you can slowly. And you exhale slowly. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And you're going to focus on that breathing. 100% focus on that breathing. Becoming the breath. Becoming the object you focus on, just like I was explaining in the beginning. And that focus heightens your awareness. So that's why you're becoming one with everything. You're becoming the breathing, but then it heightens your awareness and it allows you to know what's being stretched, feel what's being stretched, lets you feel the movements, lets you experience the capital E experience. So the sun salutations become a form of a moving meditation. That's what's happening because you're focused 100% on the breathing. So let's go ahead and begin. Mountain pose, subtle. I didn't really have to cough, but I wanted to cough before I open up because when I inhale, sometimes I have to cough. I've gotten better though. I've been sick for last week or so, but it's all getting better day by day. So palms together, thumbs to the heart center, push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly. Inhale as much as you can, and then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down. Foreheads go to the knees. Get all the air out. Then left leg is back. Low lunge. Opening up. Inhale slowly. And then you're going to go to high lunge just for a second or so. It's a transition pose, and then downward dog. Exhale. Get all the air out. Then inhale, upward dog. Inhale as much as you can, slowly. Then exhale, downward dog. Get all the air out. Then left foot is up between the hands, low lunge. Inhale slowly. Then high lunge just for a second or so. Then standing forward bend. Exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. The palms together. Reach out. Up and back. Inhale. Then exhale. And then the mountain pose. Now remember mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms relaxed. Neck is relaxed. And then you find that spot, stands as if you were just your skeleton. Find it. And just tapping into stability is not fighting against standing. You go with the movement. So if you sway a little bit, you go with that. If you're not swaying, that's fine too. But make sure the mind is not swaying. So you're just watching yourself breathe. So a little bit longer. Do not control the breathing. Just focus on the breathing. And remember, you are the breathing. And bring the palms together. That's it. That's number 230 YouTube Live Yoga Routine. So, I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So, namaste, peace and love.